So it's kind of hard to tell because it's white. I think you guys get an idea of how glossy this came out. See, no defects. There's a lot of deeper rids in here. These came out great. I ended up putting gliss on top of C-quartz skin, just kind of play around with that. The neighbors kind of messing around. Yeah, so that looks good. I did the same for this matte center here. Yeah, it looks good. I don't know if you guys, it's kind of hard to get gloss on white, and it's, especially within the sun here. These mirrors are toast, but they came out good for what they are. Glass was just a quick hand polish with McKee's Glass Restore, and then McKee's 37 ceramic coating, glass coating. You can see the top. This top needs to be resprayed or repainted. It's starting to have issues, but the sill panel looks good. You guys can actually see there's not a lot of, the phone's coming hard time picking up the sun, but there's no defects in there. You can see the wheels hand polished just with Carpro Fixer. You can see that they're really dinged up, and since I didn't do a wheels off, like there's a baked on stuff, they're pitted back there. Tires are dressed with Carpro Pearl. So everything else, I'm gonna get my head out of the way. So it looks good. I replaced this lamp here. This is actually the lamp on my dad's old Z28 2002 that he had. The one that my uncle had on his car was oxidized and not salvageable, so we went ahead and I just replaced it because my dad doesn't have his 2002 anymore, and I don't need this part anymore. So underneath the spoiler, polished it out, and I actually just put C-Quartz UK on the bottom of the spoiler because I can get away with just one coat of that. But on there, but here they got the Drexler coatings. I don't know if you guys can actually see the gloss. So this car looks good. It's a 1997. It's got like 70,000 miles on it. The interior was cleaned up. I'll open the interior. It's not too bad. The doors are just wiped down with Carpro inside, and I dressed them with Geon Preserve. But yeah, it looks pretty clean in here. There's nothing I can do to the dash mat, but the dash came out great with Geon Preserve. I would take it off, it's got Velcro on it. And I put Geon Preserve, I think that's one of the best interior products. It kind of revives the plastics. It does such a good job of it, so. Just close it out. This is, I put the Drexler over this matte surface and it came out fine. Again, it's got the clear coat failure starting on the mirror. Trim, just cleaned up the trim and dressed it with McKee's Trim Restore. Gonna bring some life back in it. Probably needs another few more applications. I did the same thing on these wiper pieces here. But overall, this car came out really good. And so that was just a quick walk around video. Again, there's heavy rids in here. I didn't want to take off too much paint. I just took off just enough to get it like 90% a defect free. That's a rough estimate. But yeah, it sure looks good. And you guys can see the reflections on there is good. So it's got a nice look. I like coated white paint. Just looks so good, and it's polished out. It looks so good. He's got some chips in here, so just kind of, when it comes to those kind of areas, don't polish over those things. Just kind of put some pieces of tape or something and cover those up, because there's really nothing you can do about those. But you can kind of see what the 97 looks like. That's my 2002 in the back, and it's got this, it just looks very similar to my brother's truck here. So it's got a, you can kind of see the difference in the front end here with the headlights. But yeah, this 97 came out good. So that's it, guys. we're gonna keep an eye on this one. He hardly drives it. I'm gonna go drop it off, and he's protected for a while. I told him to just bring it back on the first wash. Hopefully he does, and then I'll just post up a video of what the Drexler water behavior looks like, and we'll go from there. And we'll kind of do I'm gonna ask if I can see this car every 3 months and kind of provide feedback as to how it's doing, and then I'll use the top coat care probably like every 3 to 4 months, that time frame, because I still need to decon it, because there's some iron, embedded iron, that it would still not come out. This car used to be owned by one of my other uncles, and he sold it to his brother, and so he lived by a refinery, and so there's some embedded iron that it's just so deep, it needs constant application. So it's not a lot. So that's it for this 97 Camaro. Thanks for watching, guys. This project came out real good. I'm happy with it. It looks great. I'm gonna go drop this off, and yeah, see how this does. Thanks for watching.